Hi everybody, it's Susan from Sunrise Quilt Studio, and today I wanted to introduce a new quilt pattern for you and a quilt along if you'd like to join. I'm going to have a link in the description box below where you can get the pattern. That is free, there's no cost to it, and if you'd like to join along with me in sewing up this quilt, I hope you will get that pattern and join along. This is a pattern that I designed last year, early in the year, and I made a video on my plans for projects for 2022, and this was one of them. I never got around to it because we decided to put our house on the market and move, so that kind of, I had to cut out something, so this quilt was one of them. And there's two other quilts that I also did not get around to that I hope to this year. This one is called Flower Garden, and I'll put a picture up here somewhere where you can see that and decide if you want to do this project. Now it has 3 blocks in it and they are repeated, so you make 4 of 2 of the blocks and then you make 16 of the 3rd block. And the 3rd block is a 6 by 12 inch block, so it actually kind of goes together pretty quickly, so it's really not difficult. Now I haven't made this top yet myself. I have made samples of each of the blocks and worked out all the kinks into those, so I think the patterns are good. So try these out and let me know if you find any problems with the pattern or anything so that I can make changes as I need to. Now I made this so that it is fat quarter friendly, so you can get a fat quarter bundle and some extra yardage and you'll be set to go. Now the yardage that I picked out last year, I don't know if it is available. I'll show you what I chose here. So I'm going to grab this. Okay, here's my bundle. This is Love Note by Lala Boutique, and it's got a nice range of greens and pinks and creams in it. So I don't know if it's available. I haven't checked, so you'll have to do a search for that and see if you can find that. You may be able to find it online somewhere if your local quilt shop doesn't have it. Now you'll need a little extra yardage for the background fabric and for the sashing and your borders, and of course your binding and your backing. So all of those requirements are in the pattern, and I'll show you what I bought. Now for my background, I just bought a Bella Solid. This is a bleached white PDF fabric, so this is a bleached white PFD fabric, so if you wanted to hand dye this, this would be the fabric that you would use. So I just bought a solid, with cost rising. I like to throw solids in on the backgrounds a lot of times if I've got a lot going on in the blocks. It kind of gives your eye a place to rest. So and this will, there'd be a lot to look at in this quilt, so a solid would be good. So just follow your instincts on what you think would look good with the fabric you choose. Now this is Sweet Daisy Dusty Sky, and this is part of the Lala Boutique line, and this is for the outer border. I bought 1.5 yards of that. Now this yardage that I bought extra because I needed to test the patterns, and just in case I need to remake any blocks because I messed up somewhere, so I bought a little extra. This one is Daisy Dove, Sweet Daisy Dove, and this one is for the sashing. I bought 3/4 yard of that. This is Herringbone Grass, and this is 1 yard. This will be some of the block fabric. I just bought some extra of that. And then this is Tea Rose, Lovey Rose. I bought 2 yards of this. Now this, it will be the binding, it will be the inner border, and I'll use this in some of the blocks also. So this is a lot more than what I needed, so I've got plenty to play with here. so you won't need that much of this colorway. Now I'm also going to use triangle paper, which is of course not required. If you like using triangle paper, this will be a good quilt to use it, because there's lots of half square triangles. It's a pretty, hopefully a beginner friendly quilt. The pattern on these sunflower blocks, there are the 3 blocks here. One of them is a sunflower block. This goes in the middle and it forms a medallion. There is a bit of applique in there, so you can choose how you want to do that, whether you want to do it with bias fabric, or if you want to do a fusible web type method. You just do whatever works for you on that. So we've got the red sunflower block, the tulip block, and the red clover block. So those are the names of the blocks. Now these are all my own designs. I made these after looking through my resources, my books here, my references, and looking for blocks that I wanted to put in here, and couldn't find anything that I really wanted, but so I kind of came up with my own idea for these blocks, just kind of combining different blocks together, parts of different blocks together, and came up with these. So I think this will work really well. So anyway, I hope you'll join me on this. I think it'll be a fun project. I'll have videos on how to make each block, and then I'll show you my progress as things go on, and then I'll have a video on how to put the whole quilt together, and then I don't think I'll have any quilting videos on this probably this year, because the quilting machine is still in storage right now, and we don't have any place for it here in this house that we're renting, and our new house probably won't be ready before the end of the year, so into 2023. So the finishing won't come until then, but because I don't think I want to do this on my domestic machine. I think I want to do this on the long arm. So anyway, I hope you like this pattern, and I hope you'll give it a try. If nothing else, just download it for future use if you don't want to use it now, and or try out a couple of the blocks and see if you like them and maybe want to put them in a different quilt. So anyway, I hope you'll join me on this, and I hope you're all having a good 2023 so far. Hope the weather isn't too harsh where you are, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. For more quilting ideas, click on the video links. And to keep up with my latest projects, click on the subscribe button. I hope to see you again soon.